And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start the session, like I said, with the Intel Core i7 X series processor. And for that matter, we are using the X299 Intel processor, Intel chip on the MSI motherboard X299 SLI Plus. This one dual Intel LAN twin board with M.2 Mystic Light, and we are ready. Virtual reality, it will be the next thing in computer programming and also in augmented reality. Point of interest for uh, programs such as Learning Space. There exist already thousands of them that are actually very, very technical, or they are just dedicated to the IT people. But this time, the idea is to spread around this knowledge and to use it together. First with the build, what you should build. Then after, uh, to make your desire or your actual interest um, available to each other. Build one community of professionals, then after a community of people that want to learn something and share the knowledge. The main idea here is to provide a service for a build, for video editing, for gaming, for crypto, and for trading. In parallel, it will be offered the POI4 learning, including English and Japanese and German. We have um, two teachers right now for German language and for Japanese. Then after we'll join other team members. How the community grows, that will be our goal to reach you with new website and everything. But first thing first, make a build. In that matter, uh, we are trying to actually satisfy both parts, the guys that are inside in VR and our 2D 3D world in the VR and 3D world in 2D. First of all, let's open the case. You see, we can grab the case, the whole case from half XB Evo, Lambox, and Coolmaster is made in that way that you can put more on top of each other. Uh, when you have space, then of course uh, you can build them together side by side. But here you will see that there's actually this case is really modular, and you can use more options with it. Uh, First of all, oops, the side panel and the the stuff that fell apart just because I unscrewed it for the power supply. Those power supply that we're gonna to use are overdimensionated. That is on purpose because we are processing video editing and all of 3D stuff. We will it actually require a lot of processing power, a lot of graphic power, and so on. And we want that the rise of the temperature doesn't affect the performance of the power supply in that matter that the amount of energy that you need actually in watts that won't be affected by the by the by the temperature. that are constantly rising. That effect is known as a resistance. Uh, when the temperature goes up, then all together uh, need more energy but deliver less. In this case, we'll use the Evega, 1600. That is actually suitable also for mining, but we'll here use it for video editing and for 3D stuff. You have one really big fan, and we will inflate in the case. Uh, some people are not sure what to do with the case, to bring the air inside and just build a positive pressure, or build a negative pressure to spill all the air outside. The best combination is both of them. One side inflate the air, one side push the air, and that is the case with the power supply. If you put it down, then the fan will suck the air and push and make a positive pressure inside the case. Uh, it has 6, 9, whatever, a lot of pins for actual graphic cards in SLI mode, and if you need more of them to join, uh, thank you, to join more of them in one rig, or just to use for a performance. That one, I will use it in that way to just see when does fit. It actually does, and we will see if we go on the left hand side or right hand side with cable management. They are available here, and you have actually a lot of stripes that uh, that they give you with the Half Cool Master. Actually, more than you need, but in any case, they are really nice to have them. Then after the middle plate will be actually look something like that. The processor, the i7 7820, the X series. It's a really one good investment if you are going to do a video editing. And just that you have a picture how big it is. That monster is i7 8700K, overclockable, and so on and so on. You see, something like that. And that one on the motherboard, it's practically a quarter more, but I made the effect double in size. The the side behind, like you see, and then you must pay attention of the models. SLI Plus are those two, reinforced in aluminum, and then the chipset here in X area is X299. Don't mistake that with Z 370 from Intel, the latest chipset. That is that bit we will make that build with this chip and with the other motherboard over there, the MSI Z370 SLI Plus. That one, it's really important that part, how you install the modules, etc., that you actually read the manual. I know that nobody reads the manuals, but this time please read it, because it's really important when you go dual with your RAM that you actually put the right ports. And for this combination, for me with two DIMMs are A1 and C1 the proper one to install. Look something like that. We are using the Crosshair and something like that. Just a bit low. Focus. Opla. No, doesn't want to work now. Yeah, now. Did you get the serial number? The CM key 32GX 4M 2A 2666 C16. Whoops. Yeah. Take a screenshot. That RAM, why that RAM? Why not the 3000, 3200, and so on? Because the processor, it's working with that memory. High performance Vegan Cell PX, low profile memory for high performance overclocking. You are doing the overclocking, you don't need 3000, 3200 megahertz. You should know what you are actually buying. That one is proper for that combination. Then after, the chip itself from Intel, it's also one monster. The Intel chip is X299 X area, and nevertheless, here we install the actual M2. That one we have over here. Oops, over here. That one. This one is in this one V-NAND SSD and 970 Pro NVMe M.2 M.2. On those motherboards, you will see that you have actually a screw over here, and on the bottom, one screw like this one. You need to put it out, place in the place where actually passed to your memory slot, because they are those ones that we brought here are the largest one and goes on the third place. The other one, if you want to install two of them, goes from here, from, let me see, yeah, from here till here. It's possible to install one really long model. Pay attention of how much PSI ports they are using, 4, 8, and so on. the primary are the primary is always good to install here, and that radiator I just put it on top of it to despite the heat and dissipate the heat. And that one you can actually install it, but you need a dissipator, something like that, over your hard disk memory. Those ones are good for the sequential read. When you read some video that are very long, then you need something that will import the video immediately, add the video, make the changes, and so on. And those that are making videos over 1 hour, that is weird. That is one stress for the system. But those can help you, and we will try to install it the Windows on it because it's 512 gigabyte and also used for video editing. Then after, we are going to install the SSD. The SSD from Samsung 860. That one. I put the cover over here. Yes. That one. The solid state drive from Samsung. The 850s Pro, the 860s Pro, they are all good. They are SATA 6 gigabyte per second, and they are achieving something like 100 megabits per second. 95 in the average. How install it in the half box, Evo box from Coolmaster? Just make a right screwing over here, and then those sliders just like that put inside, and then use it like here. And you hear the click, that's it. The top panel actually is also useful for one big fan or radiator. And the front panel, actually, you can also use nice and easy the hot swap drives, the 3.5-inch drives. Actually, you have something like a click here, and we are guys also to see. And you put your drive inside and just click over here, smash it in the case, and just pay attention that you are on the right hand side till the end, and just click it. Those are for 3.5-inch discs, and like you see, yeah, they are. If you don't need one 3.5 CD-ROM disc or whatever, if you boot from USB, then those are so nice and easily. They are made actually like case itself, that you don't have like feeling that actually something is going over here. And they already provide a cable that you will feel will just connect to the motherboard and of course from the power supply. Then after, I'll put that how actually you can extrapolate the front mask. You have like pins here, over here, 3 pins, and over there. Those pins, you are just clicking around, you see already the mask is opening, but don't forget that you have one of the top hand side. Now the mask is all in one piece here, and the pre-installed fans are really good, 120 millimeters, and they are spinning in that way that create positive pressure in the case, because they are blowing, sucking the air from outside inside. And sorry, VR guys, uh, those fans will actually use with the H150i Pro RGB, because you must really pay attention to avoid to buy the X series and this radiator. This radiator is 115i from Corsair, the Hydroseer H115. It is suitable for a little processor, something like that, for i7 8700K. It will cool the system down. It will bring all what you need from the processor. You need that your heat is going away from it, but it's not suitable for this processor. The X series is really big, and that one goes, just remember that socket, it's LGA 2066. 2066 goes with that cooling over there. This also from Corsair, like you see, it's a little bit more square, and have those edges that are slightly round, not completely. And that one we are going to undo the packaging. Yeah. They put everything on the sides. Nice. Okay. I didn't actually see that coming, that they put the opening on the side, not on the front. But okay. Then after here, it's opening like that. Wow, a big box. That box is actually full with the manuals and so on, and the radiator itself is really big. Actually, the radiator is 140 millimeters wide for those fans, and for those fans inside, and actually pass perfectly here in this case. And that is actually what I was saying. That part is square like here, It has a round base on the underside, but it's bigger, a little bit bigger, like the processor itself. Now, let's say we are good to go with unpacking and also with installing. They provide you with all possible screws and also with the fans. Looking something like that. Really nice. And now we are actually in a position to place our build. First of all, I will smash in the motherboard, and probably I need the plastic over here. Yes, but I will install it then after. I will put the radiator and the connector then after. I must see. Yeah. I must see here what is the best position. Anyway, the cable management is already done pretty good. We will stick with the order that they actually proposed. Cables smashed together, and here we have the cables for the motherboard, for the management, something like power button, reset button, uh, front in the micro, and two 3.0 USBs. On the right hand side, the actual power that need those two fans. So now I see where is this going. They put on the sides the cables to make nice and easy cable management. I will do the same on the side, and that one under, and then after, yeah, I will put on the left hand side all the cables, something like that, and the fan and its power on the right hand side, and proceed with the same logic. Now I will leave those and just install the radiator from Crosshair. It would be enough actually to have a pressure that is going in the radiator, but that dust that comes around then stay here, and it's not so nice and easy to see after 1 year. I will actually put also those fans that are provided from Crosshair, those two, and actually make negative pressure for the For the radiator itself, it will go something like that. Yes, actually, exactly like that inside. And those I will install on the other side. Why? Because it's it's not actually affecting the cooling stuff of that radiator. We will achieve 1.5 degree or that is actually cooler, chiller, and so on. But the dust itself will sucked from the radiator and spit it out. That is, yeah, bad for the motherboard and the graphic cards, but very good for the radiator, because I read clean the motherboard and the graphic cards and not the radiator, because it will be nasty. Yeah. And I follow the logic that they implement also on those fans. The same logic and principle. Cables on the actual sides. On the actual sides. Then after, it seems everything like that, that all the cables goes on the left hand side, and the other part, the other fan on the right hand side. Let's screw it. How you test the wind blow? Just rotate the blade. Everywhere you feel the wind, that is direction. You can test it separately, of course. Okay. Yeah. Building in pressure. Yeah, this direction. Okay. Yeah. They are actually, with those blades, sucking the air inside and spit it out on the lower part. So if I want the airflow continues to flow, I should put it in the same direction of those tools. The part that are near to you are sucking the air inside, and here on the blade aerodynamics, spit it out. That means that I should install the fans in that manner. So it would be nice to see the logo, but you don't or you put on this side, it actually put it, but aesthetics doesn't matter. Here matter the logic and the actual heating dissipation, and overall is also good because you have like a protection with those plastics on this side to actually use it on your benefit. Just bear in mind to install it like that still the cable goes on the left hand side. Okay, then first things first, I want to see the motherboard. Goes inside on this metal plate. I will turn the case around that you also could see. So, now you see that those are the exits, and that blade that a little bit our thing goes under the middle layer, a little bit under, not completely. So it should look like that in the end. So let's see now. Yeah. I will stick with the cable management on the bottom, but I must pay attention to the height of all the board. Now, if you are doing wrong, just suggest me. But no, it's perfect. So it's perfect. You doesn't have cables that are stick around the radiator. They are free to go. They are nice and easily separate from the motherboard, graphic cards, and etc. And that's in my opinion, is the best way to go. Now, cables down. That one could also go something like that. But yeah, why not? Why not? Because the power supply will provide all the necessary power that it needs, and that's it. Power here is already on this side. I like when the cables are really nice separated. Then after with the stripes, they bring together, and all is nice and clean and easy. Now, I will suggest one little coffee break.